All right, good evening, everyone. So excited to see all of you. Dr. Stacy here. I'm joined with a couple different senior presidential directors, Miss Laura Balzer, Miss Leah Stastny, and we're going to be talking to you guys tonight about the promo that's happening right now and ways that you can share that with your current customers and also be able to help other people become brand partners by using this pack as their entrance into LifeWave. And then, of course, we're going to talk a little bit about some of the new changes in back office and how those things are looking as well, too, in the progress that we are in, the process and the progress we're making. So to get started, I want to screen share with you guys real quick. Of course, we're always open for questions, so please feel free to, at any time, drop anything in the chat, but we'll do, an open Q&A here in just a little bit as well, too. So any questions you have, but keep in mind, this is business tonight, Wednesday night's business, so no private questions tonight. Ask your upline senior director. They can ask their AI LifeWave assistant and be able to help you in 2.5 seconds. Or you can get your own AI LifeWave assistant. Either way, we're not going to be discussing products or issues with diseases or any of that kind of stuff tonight, okay? Just in case you're new and you're thinking, oh, I want to find out what patches work best for diabetes and where I place them. That's not tonight. Come tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be doing an actual patching party on Thursday evening, 8 Eastern. And you can ask those questions there. We'll do about 10 minutes of the, product intro, some testimonials, and then we'll jump right into Q&A. So tomorrow night could be a great place for that. All right, so here we go. Screen sharing. Here is our promo. I am sure you guys have seen this because you're all eagerly looking in your emails on a daily basis for anything that's coming new from LifeWave, just like I am, literally. You never know what they're going to send you an email. So this was launched on Monday. Today's Wednesday, so it was launched Monday the 12th. You got the email on Sunday. So if you go back to your email, you will find it on Sunday. Check your junk or spam. But it was launched on Monday, and it goes through this coming Sunday. We run a pay period Monday through Sunday. That's our week, our pay period. So it's how we run with our promotions as well, too. And I did a video on this. I'll copy and paste the video here in a minute, the link to it into the chat if you have not seen that yet. It's about 18 minutes long. It goes in depth with what 3949 and SP6 do. And with a little screen sharing, I'll share with you here just a minute, a graphic that I'll be putting in our team page in a minute. But just so you know, you always know the 39.49 combo is always 179. So being able to take advantage of that discounted price is amazing, but then getting your SP6 for free. So, and FAQs, people do ask me these questions on a regular basis. Like, can I use this for my monthly subscription order? Q3. Oh, you cannot move your auto ship out until next month if this is on your auto ship, normally the performance bundle, or leave whatever you can get this month, right, outside of that performance bundle, and then order this as a one-time order. It's a click of a button to change the date for your monthly subscription. The key you want people to know is there's a limit of 5 per account, so you can only purchase 5 of these promos, which obviously is a massive savings if you're using the SP6 because they're free. 5 of those babies are free. So that's a great deal. So with that, let me close out of this one, and I want to show you guys this. So this is the big thing that I think is important when we're going to talk here about sending people information. This is a must send for people to understand the difference between X39 and 49, what they do, how they work, what their benefits are, and the synergy of them together. So I think it's really important that you do send this to people. And again, I'm going to put this in the team page so you'll be able just to grab it. And I don't know who created this years ago when we first came out with 49, but this has been the tool that I've used every single time, which is a regular basis that people ask me, what's the difference in 39 and 49? I'm not going to verbally share that information with them unless I'm sitting right in front of them, but otherwise I'm just going to send it through a text or an email. So this is a good tool. So with that being said, like I said, I'll grab the video, but we want to talk to you about ways to be able to promote this, okay? Somebody said, I saw your YouTube short about energy reserve and I didn't understand it. I don't know what that short was. If you have the copy of that short, you can, literally Trey pushes out about 6 shorts a day. So I have no idea. If you have that one, send it to me and I can tell you what clip that was or from what video. I get people all the time on my Facebook business page asking me, you left a cliffhanger. What happens? What is the rest of the information? What do we do? What do we use? And so I go and find the video and copy and paste and put it in the chat for them to be able to see the rest of the video, because that's the whole point of the shorts. It's a cliffhanger. It's a little hook, right? To get you enticed. Like, what is this? What does this mean? And then you want to watch the whole video and then you're like, oh, yeah, I need all that. I want all of that. So just send me that, whatever that video is. All right. So who wants to start? Laura, Leah, which one of you guys want to start with how we share in our personal businesses?
I'll start. So, and you and I had this conversation earlier today. Naturally, we want to send this promo out to our customers, right? Especially those that are continuing to order. But I actually reprinted today my newest list of people that were coming up to have their accounts renewed. So I've got it all printed, and I have started voice clipping and messaging my customers that are on the verge of having their accounts downgraded or terminated, and sharing this promo with them. And I actually have resurrected some old customers that had not ordered in over 2 years because of this promo. And I sent them the exact information that you created for us, that video with that 39.49 comparison, told them this was the promo that just started, and gave them the information, and boom. And I've already messaged all of the people about the renewals, but now I'm going back into the people that are getting ready to be terminated, and I'm also sharing with them. I don't want them to miss out on being able to purchase the new water machine. So I'm letting them know you really want to keep your account active, because you want to be the first ones that are able to purchase this new technology that's coming out. So that's really been really beneficial for me today in, number one, resurrecting customers that had not ordered in a really long time. And that was super exciting that they are still interested, but we don't know what goes on in people's lives or why they stop ordering. You just don't know. But it was just striking up the conversations. I got to talk to someone today that I hadn't talked to in over a year. And just to be able to catch up with her and find out what's going on in her world. And there's a lot of stuff going on in her world. So that's kind of where I started with sending out the promo, was going to my customers on this renewal list and trying to resurrect some of the ones that hadn't ordered in a long time.
I love that idea, Leah. That's really a great idea. I mean, you and I both, and I know Laura does you as well. We use Project Broadcast to message our customers anytime there is a promotion or a special. They get that text from us, but that doesn't mean they always respond. Sometimes they do, but sometimes they don't. And then letting them know that, hey, not only is this promo available, but I just want to make sure your account, is in good standing, because we do have the water machine coming out here in a couple months. And wow, let me give you some information about that. You'll want to make sure you keep that account so you can take advantage of what this technology will do. I love that idea. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Idea written down. I know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Laura, what do you want to share, girl?
Well, you made mention last night when we were on the call, but you guys, I love when they announce a promo like this. And I think that one of the things that makes it very successful is if you take the time to prepare to who you're going to be reaching out to. You don't have to go just jump right in and start throwing it out there. And then you're kind of like bumbled up and maybe you didn't like what you sent. And take some time to investigate a little bit where your clients are. Like Leah said, some had laid dormant for a while to come back on. I'm really big on looking at what they ordered last. I know what we talked about because I write it down in my notebook. The first time I talk to a client, regardless of what they're ordering at first, I've written down everything they've shared with me and every patch that goes with that symptom, if you will. Okay. And so I use that even now when I go back and talk to them, because maybe they're not getting SP6 right now, but they did mention some issues that they were having that the SP6 would give them great support. And I know they love X39 and 49. So you know that many of us are big on voice clipping. And I will voice clip them very short. Hey, Leah, it's Laura. I hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day. I wanted to let you know we're having a promo of your favorites. And I know how you love a great promo. And I said, I know you've been using X39 and X49. The bundle's here for you to purchase. However, the SP6. And if you remember, we spoke about XYZ. So I think this is a perfect time for you to try it. However, you can only get 5 and they are flying off the shelf. So you need to message me back. Let me know how many you want and I will take care of it for you. That's it. Right. So if you have some knowledge, what it says to them is, wow, God, we haven't talked for 6 months. And now granted, I talk to my clients a lot, but she remembered that. Remember, people want to know they're being cared about. People want to know they're being listened to, because the majority of people haven't been listened to in an extremely long period of time. Right. And so when you're developing this relationship with your client, right, you can't sign them up. You can't just slam them in an auto ship and pray to sweet baby Jesus they order for the next 8 months. You just can't do it, because you'll lose the value of being able to offer them a promo like this one. So you guys, that's what I do. I alter to my client and their needs and how I know them. And it works very, very well. And the fact that I tell them you can only get 5, right? They're like, oh my God. Everyone today ordered 2 to 3. Every single order I put in today was 2 to 3, no less. So that's what I do. As far as Project Broadcast, I use Project Broadcast for my leads with something like this. I put together verbiage for my leads, or maybe people I've sent samples to or things. I have them in my Project Broadcast tagged out. And then I will start firing all that out to them with specific messaging, depending on where I found them, be it a vendor event, be it I sent them samples. There's different caveats here. So Project Broadcast is a winner. And I think when you're prepared and you do it this way, when you walk away, you feel very accomplished and you know you did a good job for the day. And I think that's really important when you're building a business.
Thank you, Laura.
You're welcome.
I'm going to piggyback off a couple of those. So
okay.
We've been in Lifeway for 4 years, and I was introduced to Project Broadcast by a girl that I knew here locally that was in another company. And she was bragging about how amazing it was for her to keep track of all of her customers. And whether you have 10 or you have 100 or 500, you want to make sure you do keep track of the people you're enrolling, whether they're a PC or a BP, and be able to let them know about these things. So for me, I started it instantly, not even knowing anything about it other than I knew I was going to enroll a lot of people, and there was no way I was going to have time to copy and paste or voice message 60, 80, 100 plus people starting up a business. And that's how many people I was bringing in, right? Lots of people, because there are a lot of people that want stem cell activation. So it was a no-brainer. So for me, that was my tool from day one, to be able to keep track of them. And like Laura said, a different tag for different types of people or where she met them or whatever. For me, they were tags. There was all in one spot initially of just my brand partners that came in that were using the technology. They were kind of all lumped together. And I remember when I got to about right around 100 of them, I was like, just split these up in different categories, because some of them were managers and some directors and some senior directors, and so they were promoting, and I wanted to tag them out differently, and Project Broadcast allows you to do that. And so here I am now later. I have over 40,000 that let's say this. Project Broadcast is only USA and Canada, so don't have any of our European or APAC region brand partners or anyone in Mexico in the Project Broadcast. So we've got around 30,000, I do, in my Project Broadcast, tagged out very differently in how they are, talked to, okay? But my people from day one know that LifeWave does promos. They know all about LifeWave's ability to upgrade. If you don't come in at the premium, they know that when you want to order again, let me know. I'm your girl because I'm going to make sure you get the best price. And so they message me all the time. What are your promos right now? Do you have any specials? Do you have any deals? Or what can I get? Blah, 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 based on what they want. So when I send out a promo, they're like, Laura, hook, line, and sinker. They're like, yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me all I can get of it. And obviously, yes, they're not ordering again for 5 months, right? 3 months, whatever it may be. But I'm giving them so much value. They're getting that free SP6. And I bet you could probably, all of you know somebody that's using the SP6 that has reduced their insulin, that has come off of their diabetes medication, their metformin, their blood sugar is now within normal range, their A1C is improved. They can see changes in their own metabolism and their appetite. So we all know people that have achieved success with SP6. It's a fantastic patch. It's not always like the go-to patch. There you go, Leah. Came off thyroid's med after 17 years. Holy cow, right? But it's not like everyone rushes to that like they do the X39, but man, it's powerful. And if you know that in functional medicine, thyroid issues contribute to heart disease. That's the underlying cause of heart issues is thyroid dysfunction. So helping people to get their thyroid functioning correctly, not to mention the rest of their endocrine system, is going to be super important for them because we know heart disease is the #1 killer. So the majority of the people on the planet have it. So it's a fantastic patch to get them on the SP6. So with that being said, with the Project Broadcast, if you're not using it, it's totally fine. Maybe use a different CRM. You don't have to use one at all, but I want you to ask yourself, how big of a business am I going to be growing? Am I just here for the manager where I've helped 2 on the left and 2 on the right and I'm good to go and that's all I really was going for? Or am I here really to grow a much larger business? Yeah, you do have to pay for Project Broadcast. I think it's like $18.99 a month to have the service to be able to text out people, whenever you're doing that. I'm not saying you're going to send out, 5,000 texts. You don't want to blow people's phones up, but it is a way for you to be able to communicate with them privately, yet you're sending one message to hundreds or thousands of them at the exact same time. They don't see that it's being sent to that many people. They just see it's been directly sent to their text. So I love that component of organizing your business. It's really important, like Laura and Leah both said, to be organized. Leah's looking through her reports, seeing who's up for renewal. Let me reach out to them in a different way and share something to them. She's reaching out to them through Project Broadcast, right? So the other thing I want to say too with the promotion, for people that have been on the fence, and we all have lists of people that have been on the fence, they haven't jumped off the fence yet. This is a perfect opportunity to be able to share with them, hey, we have a huge promo right now. For $179.95, you can take advantage of the Performance Bundle and the SP6 is free. Now, to get this promo, you have to have a $25 brand partner account. But listen to this. That $25 fee will be completely waived with your next order. So it will be deducted from your next order. And what that means is, for those of you that don't know the upgrade game yet, if someone comes in with a $25 kit, they get nothing. They get no product, no marketing materials. They just get, the back office, which means nothing because they have nothing, right? And unless you're commission qualified with at least a 55 BV order, you're not even getting paid if you sign someone up. So the whole point of that is maybe they come in with a $25 pack and then they purchase an Eon, okay? And they're commission qualified for 55 BV and they start signing people up, right? That's kind of what the whole thing behind the $25 could be. Let's say with this promo, they come in with their $25, they come in with their $179.95. So they're, $205 and they've got themselves, free SP6. and you tell them when you go to order again in the next month, we're going to upgrade your account. And when you do, that $25 will be deducted from the cost of that pack. So you can get in that pack two X39s and an X49, and it's going to be $25 off the $295 price. So it's only $270, right? $270. And then that's going to be, you know, that $25 fee is gone, because when you purchase a core pack or above, there is no startup fee, right? That's gone. We don't charge that. It's only that initial thing. So that's a great way. And I have been going to people this week, and it's been successful in them saying, yeah, okay, I'm ready to jump. What's $25? Like, that's not a big deal to get a brand partner account and be able to get this discount. And yeah, and then next month that discount, that $25 is completely waived, and you still get your, you know, discounted price. So does that make sense to you guys? Some of you are looking a little perplexed with that, how you do that, but if you have questions on it, please let us know. But that's been a big success for me this week in getting new enrollments with the pack. And I did the same thing last year when at Christmas time, when the company came out with Alavita and we were all posting our before and after pictures of our faces. Remember that? For those of you there back in December, we were out in California, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I did this post at a boot camp, and it went, and it blew up. I think I ended up signing like 30 people from that post. But everyone was coming in with the Alavita pack and an extra X39 to boot, but they were doing the $25 kit. So then what happened in January, I upgraded them to their core pack or above, and then they continued to order, and, you know, the advanced and things like that. So again, like Laura said, your job is to take care of these people. Your job is not to just sign them up, put them on auto ship, and be like, bye, have fun, keep making me money. You want to share the things with them that add value to them. Like 2 weeks ago, or a week ago, Jeremy and Bob's testimonial on Tuesday night. How many of you like, wow, that is mind blowing? Did you send that out to 1 million people? I've sent that to 1 million people. Thursday night last week, Pat shared her testimonial of, I don't even know, 30, 40 years on thyroid medicine. And now she's off of it. I was like, oh my God, I sent this to everybody. Again, think SB6. Sent this to everybody that has, you know, talked about anything to do with thyroid medicine. It's like, you have to listen to Pat's testimonial. It's mind blowing. And that right there, right? Stories sell, right? Facts tell, stories sell. We need to hear some facts, but we want to hear the stories. And the stories are what fires people up. And so when you can share those with your people with this, right? With this promo, what stories, what testimonials do you have from someone using X39, X49, or SP6 that you could send this testimonial and say, hey, I thought of you. This is a promo that's happening right now. I want to share this person's experience using this specific patch or one of these patches. You know, it made me think of you and something we had talked about. And so that's,
you know, Stacy, I love that you said that, because you guys, I don't want y'all to think that I voice clip every single person that's a customer of mine. Those are just one of the ways we can do it. And Stacy, you know, that $25 is a ticket, and that's a great one to send out over Project Broadcast. But I think the biggest thing I would remind you guys of, and I think Leah would say it, Dr. Stacy would say it, is when you've developed a relationship on some level and you've written things down, you know what keywords to use for people or groups of people that will, and excuse the reference, hook them. I know how you like fat loss. I know you're looking to lose a little weight, right? And it's that one little phrase. There's like, well, God, I do. I don't know what this thing is around my waist, you know? Really think about your people. It's not a blanket statement unless I have a group of people that are in my Project Broadcast and there's 1,000 people sitting in there. That's going to be a little blanketed, right? Leah, would you not agree? Stacy,
100%.
So Project Broadcast is the bomb, honestly.
I did put a link to Project Broadcast in the chat if anybody wants to click on it and see what it's all about.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, Leslie wants to know a little bit more about upgrading. So let's go back to this $25 and then purchase your promo. You've spent 25 bucks for your brand partner account. Remember, you get nothing. It's a fee to have an account. And by law, we have to have some type of fee where they get nothing to be a brand partner and the opportunity to potentially earn income with LifeWave. We know they have to be commission qualified in order to earn. You can't just spend 25 bucks and start earning money. You have to be commission qualified. So they'd have to purchase at least a 55 BV, a supporter patch. But in terms of upgrades, so say you came in, Leslie, with the $25 and the, promo $179.95. So next month, you would be ready to order again in June because you're out of your, free patches. And so what we would do is we would log into your back office. We would click on store, and then we would scroll down to the very bottom where it says upgrade kits. We would click that button and it would show you core, advanced, premium. And you could pick one of those. And when you do, you would think the price would be the $295, $535, or $1750, but it's not. Each one, depending on whatever one you pick, that pack will be $25 less because you've already paid 25 bucks. It's no different than if you came in as a core and you paid $295. Now you go to upgrade to the advanced and you only pay the $240. You're paying the difference from pack to pack. Okay, so the difference from $295 and $535 is $240. So you're going to get your 3 sleeves for $240. So that's why you want to upgrade people. We call it a new customer upgrade. You still have a free customer upgrade on your account. And they're like, oh, what does that mean? Well, it means with your next order, we can get you a discount even deeper on your patches. You want them to go from core to advanced because you're going to make more money. It's a PIB. It's big. That's the number one thing in our compensation plan that you get in the beginning, right? Is the PIB. So you want to upgrade them. And then of course you would love for them to upgrade to premium. So that is obviously a bigger jump, but again, you just pay the difference and you get the difference in patches, but it's a deeper savings. Every pack, the patches cost less. 80 or 99 for the advanced or the core, 99 for the core, 89 for the advanced, and 84 for the premium per X39 or 49, right? And obviously your supported patches are less than that. So keep in mind that it's a good thing to play the upgrade game with them. And maybe they don't go from the advanced to the premium right away. Maybe that's something they decide to do down the road, or maybe not. Maybe they stay at the premium and do a maintenance pack, or they do, just a monthly auto ship, whatever serves them best and what they want to do. But the upgrade's really powerful. As far as, can you upgrade from preferred customer to a BP? Yeah, but you need to just start over. Is there a button? Did they create a new button now, Leah, that you can upgrade?
Well, you can go into the PC account and flip it over to a BP account, but it will give them a new brand partner ID number, right? It does create a new account, but yes, you can do it from that account.
Okay, so that's good. They must have did they just add that?
No, it's always been that way. We just don't know about it because we don't have
sign up
PC.
preferred customers.
If there's ever a PC, I'm like, oh no, just have them, just cancel that auto ship and set a whole new account, because you do have to have a whole new account. PCs are not in the tree. You won't find a PC in that binary tree at all because they're not a brand partner, and so they don't count for any of the promotions or anything like that. And the reason why we discourage, I would say, if we do the PC part or PC plus, is because they don't get the best price. Your PC pluses have to pay a $25 fee, so why would you not just be a brand partner? But your PCs, I mean, we know they're on an auto ship. A lot of people refuse an auto ship. They absolutely do not want an auto ship. Even though we know we want to get them to use the product monthly, they would rather buy in bulk. I had a lady yesterday, she's like, I'm 72, I need 8 months worth, I'll buy them all right now. I was like, okay. So she got it advanced and I added on to it. That's what she wanted. But if you do a PC, you don't get to do that. You don't get to buy in bulk. You don't get a maintenance pack. You don't have the option to do any of this bulk buying. And a lot of people appreciate the value of buying all at once. How many people go to Costco? Hello. Everyone goes to Costco, right? Except for me, because I don't like the way they have their aisle set up is annoying to me. Brent likes Costco. I'm like, I can't find anything in here. But everyone everyone goes to Costco or Sam's Club or whatever because they want to buy in bulk and they want a better discount, and they'll store that crap all over the garage or wherever they need to, 50 rolls of toilet paper just to get the better discount, right? It happens. I'm not saying that there's a bad thing about it. Why wouldn't you do the exact same thing with their patches? Right? When they send me a promo for my little, face pads that, we were talking about that this morning, Laura, the little face pads we order, they send me a promo, buy one, get one free, or buy one, get one 30% off. I'm buying a year's worth.
Right?
Stuck in cabinets everywhere. I'm like, man, I can get this stuff at a discount. I'm buying as much as I can of it. Because I want the bulk price and I want the discount. PCs don't get that. Okay.
Stacy, real quick, and is, you guys, we talk to a lot of people who aren't interested in the business. And again, this comes into listening to your client, listening to the person you're talking to or you've been talking to. And then we do have those people who are teeter-tottering on possibly sharing this with people. So if I'm talking to somebody that I'm trying to get them really started with the $25 kit, I don't say to them, let's get you a brand partner account. I say, let's get you a wholesale account. It's a great way for you to start wading through the waters a little bit, right? And the next time you purchase, we'll be able to get you a deeper savings. If I don't do it this way, I can't save for you next time. Oh, well, we better do it, right? They're excited about that. If it's somebody who's tottering on brand partner, I will say to them, you know what? Let's start with this little $25. It's going to give you a little feel about the wholesale our brand partners get, the packaging packages that are available to you as you grow your business. Or you know what? You can just slide right into wholesale. Oh, well, that's a great idea too. So my point is don't talk brand partner with somebody who has sworn up and down, I am not going to sell this. Now, they're the one that's going to make you $1 million. However, give them enough time to get there, right? Don't you get them there. Let them ride their ride. But a lot of people, you'll say brand partner, and they're like, nope, I'm out. I don't want any part of that, right? So listen to their concerns and be who they need you to be at that moment. That's our job, is to be who they need for us to be at that moment. And then it's sailing for them, free sailing.
And remember the PC Plus program, like you share it and you get some free patches, little sample packs and things like that. If they're wanting to share, they should be a brand partner because they're going to get more than just a little 10-pack of patches by being a brand partner and sharing with people. They can actually buy real packages, right? The big sizes. And LifeWave has the spin back account. So when you earn money with LifeWave, it automatically gives you the ability to use that money to purchase your patches with. So I always tell people, if you're interested in actually sharing with people, or you may not have the income to buy all the patches you want, share with people because you're going to get money in a spin back account, commissions from LifeWave, and you'll be able to use that to buy your patches. And they're like, oh, now we have that option so they can use that spin back. It's a genius thing to do. We're so glad they came out with that finally, because it helps people to be able to go, oh, I really can use my money to pay for my patches. I don't have to use my money from my credit card or debit card and then wait for the commission check to come in, right? It's just right there in your back office. So that's fantastic. You got a 90-year-old that wants to start selling. I love it. That's amazing. Yeah, why not? Why not? Why would you not want to keep adding value to people's lives as you age? You're here for a blip of time, and that blip of time, we're here to make an impact. So I think it's genius. If you have any other questions about the promo or anything like that with sharing, please drop them in there. But I'm going to screen share. I want to show you back office some things. So this is one of my brand partners' back office. I'm not allowed to show mine. So that's why you're not seeing mine. Nobody in the leadership levels can share their back office with people, just so you know, FYI. So when you become a leadership level, you can't be doing that. So we do have a new look to this back office as far as some of the things. Obviously, the commissions we see approved or not, or pending still. That's been there for a few weeks now, maybe a month or so now. But this is new as of the other day. So they have some new ways of looking at your rank promotions, what is needed. So instead of having it where it pops up another box and then you've got, lines, 1 out of 2, 1 out of 2, check, 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 whatever, that kind of thing. It's just saying, here's what I need, here's what I need, here's what I need, and here's what I need. Am I 100% to the rank of manager? Yes, I am. So obviously, if any of this was not checked or complete, then you would find missing, right? There would be not a complete circle here. So this person is actually a director. So let's look at what she needs to be director. Yep, has at least that 300 lifetime PV. Yep, she's got her personal order. Does she have left and right at least 3 people on each leg that have a lifetime of 180? These are complete full pie graphs, right? Go back to math. Math class was just like 3rd, 4th grade math. These are complete full pie graphs. Now, when you look over here, she needs 2 managers to be a director. So her left little pie graph is perfectly filled in. Her right one is not. And so that means that her right manager still needs to have whatever that manager needs in order to be a manager. Okay, so you can see she's 90% to director. If I were to scroll over, then I would see then to be a senior director, she has not yet fulfilled the rank of director for this month, but she will. Obviously, her manager will get to what she needs. And then you can see here, she does not have 2 directors, and she does not have the GVU that is needed, which is 10,000 in order to hit that. And if I kept going, it would keep going and telling her exactly what, she would need all the way to the top of the company. So this is a snapshot of exactly what you need right here on your front screen. So a lot of people want to know, well, what happened to the volumes? Where did the volumes go? Why is it not right here? It's right here, view binary volume. And so instead of the rank promotion popping up on a different box, the binary volume is popping up on a different box. And the reason why is because we want to see what our volume is, click on a button, but we really want you to see what you need to be paid at the rank you were paid at or paid at the next highest rank. So this is this person's GVU. You can see she's got banked volume on one side and then some volume on the other side. So this is her period, and then this would be her period down here, and then this is her total up here, okay? So period is at the bottom, her rolling 31 day over 110. She's at 160 or 140 right now, and then some carryover, and then you can see obviously line of sponsorship count, personally enrolled count, so total rep count, you can see all the metrics here from that original screen when you just click that one little baby box, okay? And then this is what Leah was talking about as far as accounts to be closed or reclassified. If you clicked here, you would find a report that shows not only yours, but it shows your 2nd and 3rd level down, 1st, 2nd, 3rd level down. So you're personally enrolled, and then theirs. It'll show you who is up for renewal soon. And so right here, you can see the renewal date. And so looking at this, she could contact these people and say, hey, I just want to let you know, blah, 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 just like Leah was talking about. But it does show the enroller's name versus, if it like her name, obviously on her people, and then you can see, and you can sort that as well.
You can also switch it, Stacy, to just your personal at the top. See the little first 3 levels, that little box?
First 3 levels.
Up, 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 up.
Up at the top, right there.
Yes.
Right there.
Yes, thank you. Your personally enrolled team. Yeah, I just clicked the name up here at the top. But yes, you can do that as well. So her name is here. She's enrolling these people. And so they're the ones that, her names. There's her names, and then there's other people's names that are there and who they have that are coming on. So yeah, but you can change it up there. Thank you, Leah. I just click tops of boxes. And it shows you over here what level they are too. You can see that on the screen, right? This little blue right here shows you what level they are, 1, 2, or 3. So then you have the ability to reach out to those people right here in your back office. So let's look over here on the side and then I'll get back to the chat to look at some questions. But we used to always have personally enrolled team. And now it's called enroller team report. And when you click on it, it's going to show you people that you have personally enrolled, like this, personally enrolled team. So if you want to sort these people, say maybe by the side they're on, left leg or right leg, you can click this leg button. It's going to get faster, I promise. So they just literally are integrating this new component in the last day or so. So things are not 100% done yet, but you can see it separates them left leg versus right leg. You can click on rank if you want to see the people that have actually achieved a rank, and then that will pop that up in that order as well. If I click it again, then obviously the no ranks came up first. I click it again, and then you can see that manager is at the top. There we go. And then it shows down from there the people, their different packs that they have purchased. There has always been GVU in here since the last 30 days. And that is not in right now. So they're going to put that back in this report. So you'll have a GVU for each of these legs as well too. So you know exactly how much volume is coming from each leg. So that's that one. And then the orders details report. Leah, you've dug into this a little bit more. Do you want to talk a little bit more about the downline orders, the personal and the GVU details?
Girl, it's not what it used to be. Because if you scroll over and look at the dates, because the old downline orders showed you everything today, yesterday, the day before. Now it shows you 2 days from now, tomorrow, today, and back. So I haven't quite mastered it yet, but does it show what was the first date at the top?
The top is the 18th.
See, that's 3 days, 4 days from now.
Yeah.
But before it was showing just all of today's orders. But it's a great report, you guys. I look at this report, I bet 6 times a day, because it gives me a really good bird's eye view of the business that's coming into my organization. And you'll see a name pop up 1, 2, maybe 3 times, and you go, I don't know Dave. I'm going to call Dave. And you get to looking, and Dave's one person away from manager. So it's a great way to connect with new people that you don't know that are in your downline building their business with maybe no one helping them, not really sure what to do. So that's why I've always used that downline orders report, because it tells me what's coming into my business on the daily.
Love that. And it will still be sifting and sorting. Okay, so these reports are not 100% final. Again, they just started integrating these new reports to eliminate some of the ones that weren't needed and be able to pull things together in simplicity. So, and again, they're not finished. So we're still working on them. This personal detail would show her personal orders and any other PCs that she had. Obviously, you can see she has no PCs, but her PC's orders would be here on this report. And then the GVU detail report. Get that baby to load.
It's just missing the GVU.
It's just missing the GVU. That's all it's missing. So again, when it says new, they're not completely fully integrated yet. They're working on that. So the whole thing for you guys to understand in the back office is we have comp plan enhancements coming in 2 months. Okay, you guys are going to find out about them next month. If you're a director above, you're invited to come, to Dallas to be able to be a part of it in live. If you're not able to go to Dallas, anyone in the entire company can watch it virtually. We received an email about this last Thursday. So if you did not see that, go check your email. But the enhancements will actually go live in July. So over the next almost 2 months, there will be new reports. There will be things taken out. There will be things, added in, like I said, sifting and sorting, because we have enhancements. And when I say enhancements, we're still getting paid the ways we're getting paid that you currently see, but there are more ways that you are going to be earning income. There are 4 more new ways you're going to be earning income. from day one. There are more bonuses. They're dangling more carrots for you that are built into the compensation plan. They're putting more money in your pockets right out of the gate. So yes, you can get that PIB, boom, 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 every time you enroll, but sometimes it takes a hot second to actually cycle. And so there's going to be other ways for you to earn income, and you need visibility on this in your business. And so that's why some of the reports are changing, why things are merging into one report, or maybe things are going away that they're going to be obsolete. We won't be looking at it that way. I obviously can't tell you things about the comp plan, so please don't ask me. But as of June 1st, obviously, or June 7th, I'm sorry, at the Super Saturday training in Dallas, then everyone will know, and I'll be able to openly talk about it and have videos and all kinds of fun stuff for you guys to be able to digest the information. But know the core foundation of what we have with being able to earn the 5 ways we do are still intact, right? There may be some different nuances with them, but they're still there. It's just giving anyone and everyone a opportunity to earn more income, and especially our newbies, right? Especially the people just starting out in LifeWave, getting started. We want to get a check in your pocket faster, and we want to help you in your journey to keep earning more and more and more. Believe it or not, a lot of times when people talk about, comp plan changes or enhancements, it's always the field that gets screwed. Laura, Lee, and I, we've been there. The last company we were with, yeah, right, they pulled the rug out. We've all been there. I have been studying this comp plan since I saw it back in September. They flew some of us out. Well, we all elite levels flew out to Utah for the grand opening, but they had about 10 of us that they shared the comp plan with to get our feedback on. So we've been going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth since September, making little changes and, making sure they understood the field view and we understood their view and how that was going to best serve the field, but also the company, right? We want a company that's continuing to grow and be stable and be able to maintain its infrastructure, right? You guys know we have Cellergize coming out the first week of June. I talked to Garrett Monday, and he said we are almost full at the warehouse, waiting on the last shipments to come in. It could be even before the beginning of June, maybe end of May. That's coming out. That's going to blow things through the roof. Every single person in LifeWave is going to add that to their order because it's amazing. For those of you that got to sample it, for those of you that ran out, you're stressed and you want it, right? Some of you are raising your hands. And then the water machine is coming out. And you guys, that's going to take your business to a place you've never seen before. Obviously, we have our foundation with our patches, right? You've got to have that as your foundation. You want to get that body in as best shape as possible so that it's able to really, really take advantage of all that's going to be happening when you ingest that water every single day. Plus, we also know the water machine's a one-time purchase. Like, people aren't going to buy 4, 5, 6 water machines. It's not like you're going to wrap them up and put it underneath the Christmas tree. So it's a one-time purchase. Yes, it's a fantastic payout on the commission and a fantastic bump in BV. But obviously, again, the more people you have in your organization, the more that are going to be purchasing, the bigger that bump when that comes out. But your residual are your patches. Your residual is going to be the patches with the Cellergize. Again, the water machine only requires a filter change at 6 months, a different filter change at 12 months. You don't have a residual with that. And so you've got the foundation of the patches, and you've got that opportunity with the water to really change people's lives and their health in a totally different way, even than the patches have. And again, as I said in the beginning, is it not mind-blowing, the testimonials we hear on a daily basis from these people? Like Gary had a guy that was on the liver transplant list, and he no longer needs a liver transplant. I mean, how does that happen? I don't even know. But his stem cells went woof. They just all jumped right to that liver. Those are things you're like, you can't make that up. I talked to the dude's doctor. I literally talked to the transplant doctor because he wanted to understand how this man was no longer on. What technology was responsible for this man that was on my transplant list? That dude's no longer going to get a big check from that liver that was supposed to be put in that man's body. That's money, right? That's no different than the cancer industry. Liver transplants are big, big, big money, right? And we just hope they're all on the up and up. But anyway, we're not going to go down that rabbit hole. But I talked to the man, the doctor, the transplant man, and he was mind blown at how this could happen. You're like, oh, dude, he ain't even had the water yet. He just wait. He's going to turn 25 in 2 seconds. So we've got so much coming. Seriously. We're like, Laura, it's taken us 4 years to get to age 25. This man.
I know. When we could have just drank a glass of water.
Or we could have been 4 years older.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. So yeah.
Hey, Stacy, there's a couple questions in the chat that you might want to comment on. On the
Yes.
spin back, the amount you have to spin back has got to cover your entire order. You cannot do a split order with that. So just earn some more commissions.
Yes. Let's see. My full-time job just cut commissions 50%, told us to feel lucky we still have jobs. That's happening every
A lot.
day. We have, and I love AI, don't get me wrong, but it's replacing people left and right because they can get things done, and it is mind-blowing what AI can do for a company, for a corporation, instantly to eliminate jobs. And if you think about the owner of the company, what are they about? They're out there bottom dollar. They want the money in their pocket. Exactly. Right. So of course they're going to cut costs and cut corners and do whatever they have to do that. So we're not doing that. I don't know if you guys have heard David say this. I know he said this again on our SPD Zoom last month. We have one every single month. And he said it again. There's absolutely 100 million% zero chance that I am ever going to turn this into anything other than what it already is.
Yeah.
100 million%. And that's why I put that in. I don't know if you guys saw the Why LifeWave, Why Now opportunity-ish kind of presentation that I did not too long ago. And I did that right after that SPD Zoom because the stuff he said in that, we're watching companies literally close their doors and people not getting their $1,000 paychecks for that month, just gone. Don't care. Bye. We've shut the doors. No longer can you receive the product and you don't get your commissions. Or sorry, we cut the whole field and now we're going to just, an Amazon kind of thing, or put you in a, retail space and we no longer are going to pay the field. But thanks for building our brand for us. Bye. And so David assured us again, please, this is my heart, my soul. I would not be here without this field doing what they're doing on a daily basis. There is no way, no money, no nothing that would ever make me decide to cut this business into something other than it is. He said, I have inventions literally set for the next 7 years to roll out for you to be able to share with our world to help them in not only just this health way, but to be able to be self-sufficient in what you're able to do in your daily life. That's his passion. That's his mission. He's not driven by money. He's not driven by ego. He's not out there, look at me, look at my car, my boat, look at my house, look at my mansion, look at my 12 planes and my helicopters and my islands and my chicks and all that. Like, no, that's not David at all. Like, it's hard to get him out of the lab. You're like, David, come on. But he's got so many things he wants to invent and create for humanity. So know that that'll never happen here. A side note on that.
Well, and someone had a comment too about how if at all, the tariffs would affect us. And one of the greatest things about LifeWave is everything that man does, he makes that in his lab. It's all vertically integrated, right? He makes every component of everything. Nothing is outsourced. So that's another huge, huge benefit with this company.
Yeah, and so we're not affected by the tariffs at all. So that doesn't have any, even though we have, our largest manufacturing facility is in Galway, Ireland, that doesn't impact. We have distribution centers all over the world and the product goes to the world. It's not going to change our prices. So you're not going to see that impact with them.
I do want to make a quick little announcement. And I just texted you this. Miss Susan Grisser just went director as we've been on this call. So we're super excited about that with her. She's going to hit senior director before time to go to that leadership retreat.
Yay. Where is she? Is she on here?
She's on here.
We'll have her unmute. We've got 3 minutes.
Susan, we have a room saved for you.
Get her to unmute.
Hold on. Try now.
Okay. Yes, I'm sorry I'm in the dark. I have lights down in here, so I apologize. But yes, I'm very excited. I'm very excited. And it's like as soon as I hit it officially today, I've been working hard on it. It's like done. My focus is senior director. So I'm like, that's great. Thanks for the praise, but I'm running and I'm moving quick, and that's my next step. So so I'm excited. And thank you guys, because with all three of you up there tonight, actually, I mean, that's what makes it happen. So, I mean, the videos you guys do and the third party validation, and we can get out there and talk all day, but it's something about sending that one extra thing, you know, that one extra video Stacy did, or getting somebody on a call with Laura or Leah or whatever it is, or a meeting for Leah coming into Richmond a couple weeks ago. And that just fuels it. I mean, that just gets you motivated, gets you running, gets everybody hyped. So gets my brand partners hyped. So it was great. So I'm really excited, and yeah, I can't wait. It's a great company. I love helping people, and I'm so blessed I'm here. So thank you guys.
Congratulations. Please message me your address so I can get your Y-Age in the mail. You are our first director to promote with that promotion. So
Awesome.
4 directors, I know Beth has one in the wings right now. She messaged me last night. So the next 4 directors to hit the level of director, you get a free Y-Age system. And of course, you guys know, if you promote by June 1st to senior director, you will receive either $1,000 cash or 10 free X39s from me. So those of you that are on the fence with, am I going to get there? Am I not? You got 2 weeks to go. Yeah, you're going to get there. 2.5 weeks, actually. You can get there if you want to get there, right? It's up to you. It's possible. If I can go 0 to senior director in 3 weeks knowing nothing, literally, we only had our patches for a couple of those weeks. You can do it. You can do it at whatever level you are. You absolutely can hit senior director and earn not only the 1,000 cash or the 10 sleeves. You can also earn your spot in the beach house. So that's coming up in July when David meets us at our mini boot camp training that we're going to have. So looking forward to that. So thank you guys for being here this evening. I do have a private patching party starting in 1 minute. But join me tomorrow night for an open public patching party, and I will re-put the invite in our team page on Facebook again so you guys can see that, and invite people to that. It'll be a 30-minute, share the product, hear some testimonials, and turn around and answer questions. So I look forward to seeing you guys then. Thank you guys, and have a great evening.